Hey everyone, we're back with the Wii, this time taking a look at some of the RPGs that you can get on Wiiware. Now, there are not many. If you look in the role-playing game section on Wiiware, there's only very few games. Not a lot at all. But the main reason that we're doing this is because of this one. So, whenever I would hear people talk about Wiiware, this game would come up a lot. Specifically, people asking, why doesn't Square Enix port this to something else? Because this never did get ported. This is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles My Life as a King. Crystal Chronicles, you might remember, was a Final Fantasy game released on the Wii. You know, proper retail disc game. But there were a couple of WiiWare spin-offs, this being the first one. So let's have a look at this, with its mild fantasy violence and its mild suggestive themes. Themes. Not a whole lot of motion going on. I don't think there's a need for that warning, but there's always that warning, isn't there? Warning us not to swing our hand around. I think we got a handle on that, though. Now, this game came out in 2008, and like I said, just never released on anything else. It's on Wiiware, so as Wiiware goes down, so does this game. We're going to start a game. We could also purchase add-on content. I didn't realize there were many games that actually had DLC on Wiiware. There are a few. This is one of them. Nothing big, but yeah, there are a few things that do actually have that. But we're just going to look at the beginning of this game right now. I'm going to start a new game on this. I don't know how much we're actually going to get to because there's a lot of text, a lot of dialogue in this game. It is an RPG. Not a traditional RPG. It's more like a city builder. And here's our city. The castle that we're entering. And we're going to rebuild it. It's desolate right now. But it won't be for long. Only 2 people serving the king. We've fallen from grace, I guess. But we can get it back. We can rebuild. You think you want to be sure about that. You wouldn't want to be building on someone else's land. Unless, of course, we build up an army and we take it for ourselves. Maybe that's how this turns out. The king is a child. He needs to be supervised. Even though we've been traveling all this way, the king still gets to dress fancy. Looks like our default name is Leo. What would be a good kingly name, do you think? What do you think? Let's see, King what? They're going to refer to him as King. King, something like that. There it is. Do we think that much? We don't look like we do. Yeah, takes us a while to form them though. Right, in this desolate castle town, we have found a large glowing crystal, as it is a Final Fantasy game. And you gotta have those, especially when it's Crystal Chronicles. Well, since we've arrived, I guess we can now start building. Hold on, wait. The crystal has to talk to us now. Yes, we've been imbued with the power of the crystal. The power to build. That's correct. Making buildings. That's our superpower. Alright, so what we do, we step on the glowing ground. Let's do that. I stepped on it. Now we can build. That's right. That's what we can do. It is kind of amazing. I mean, destroying things is impressive, but creating things is a whole nother level. So we create energy balls, and houses appear. Structures of our choice. Well, not really of our choice. It seems like that was just kind of automatically built. We just wanted a house. We didn't know what the house would look like exactly. We created a person, too! We gave life! This is very awkward now. Are you my daughter? I mean, you're older than me, but technically, I'm your father. Oh. But she remembers us. Well, I made this. I might have also made you? It's hard to say. Maybe I just teleported you from somewhere. But I might be creating people at the same time as I'm doing this. It's hard to say. Yeah, I could shake the Wiimote, but she comes running. Well, she comes teleporting. Alright, I can talk to people. Here we go. Yeah, why not build some more? We can do it. Alright, scattered citizens of the kingdom. So I guess we are bringing the scattered citizens together. We're not actually creating them. Or are we? I mean, I have not gotten to the end of this game. I don't know if there's a twist. I can't say for sure there's not. Alright. Alright, so it seems like there's only one thing we can do right now, and that's build a small house. I'm gonna do it right here. Kamehame house. Here's Berthold. He's here. He's probably very surprised. Well, I hope you're not imagining it, because if you are, then I'm just part of your dream. Right, it's magic. Look, just go with it, Berthold. It's magic. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, everyone's happy. Glad to see that. There's like a sign over here with like a frog. It doesn't seem like I can interact with it right now, probably because I just need to start... I need to keep building things. Let's build a small house. I mean, really, the thing that we want to do right now is build up the residential section of the town. I suppose after that, we're going to start building some, maybe some commerce as well. Maybe some industrial sections. Build the power plant. We have to choose between coal and nuclear. Build roads or railroads. I tend to go with the railroads because then we can avoid traffic congestion and keep the pollution down. And if we continue on enough, we might eventually get attacked by Bowser. Maybe that's a different game. Anyway, we can't build anymore because the crystal is depleted. It's where our powers come from. I have 0. I need more. The king demands more elementite. But we can collect it in the Palomde Caverns. Oh, but monsters. Can the king fight monsters? I mean, what we could do... The king could probably, like, drop houses on them. Like, this could be used as an offensive tactic. But we will not be doing this. Rather, we are going to recruit townspeople to fight for us. So in this game, we're not actually going to be the adventurer that goes off and fights the monsters. we have people do that for us. He did that really fast. Alright, guess we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. This castle town does seem a little bit small, though. If we keep building, won't we fill it up pretty quick? I mean, I guess what comes after that is we're gonna have to expand, and there might be people living in the places we want to expand, so we're gonna have to build up an army, clear out those lands, so we can build it up for our own people. Yeah, I think it's gonna work out fine, Chime. At least, well, I mean, we're going to write the history books on that, so everyone will think it turned out fine. What was our plan originally, I wonder? Because we didn't know we were going to get magic powers to build houses. What would we have done if we didn't have that? That's right. Got a lot of governing to do. A lot of building to do if we can get that elementite. Hugh Yerg. Kind of sounds like he's retching. Well, I mean, he doesn't sound like it, but if you say his name, it kind of sounds like it. Oh, that king. He loves his nighttime antics. You can't take the antics out of the king. Everyone's happy. Everything's going well. Things are looking up for these people for the first time in who knows how long. Reference to his father. But was his father really a good man? Maybe that's the twist. I don't know how much this game would have as far as twists go. You know, it does seem like a very happy, very lighthearted thing, so I don't know if it's going to turn out to be something like we were building this town on the mass graves of destroyed people or something. I doubt it would turn out to be something like that. It's probably a much happier game. At least that's the vibe I get. Day 2. Every day's a beautiful day when you're king. What were you thinking about, Chime? Yeah, I mean, a kingdom should have a name. Well, the generic name is Patarak. But I don't think that's what Kingaling would name it. What would he name it? He would name it something like, that's not what I wanted. Go there. And... okay, that seems like more the speed of what our king would come up with. Yes, indeed. Everyone will know the name of King Town. Yes, and also the king himself to flourish with the country. Everyone's happy. In King Town! You have to say it loudly. By order of the king. Hey, look, the people that we either teleported here or maybe created through magic are awake. It's still unclear. So the adventurer is going out. He's going to go to the cave. He's going to fight some monsters. He's going to try to get some elementite for us so we can build our kingdom. We want King Town to flourish. Well, you can get hurt a little bit if it means getting more elementite. And you know, Philip, if you die, we hope you don't, I might be able to make a new one of you. Huh? It's possible. I'll have to consult with the crystal about that. Well, like I said, we've only seen a little bit of this game, because there's a lot of text, there's a lot of dialogue. But we do have other games to go with, so maybe this is about enough for my life as a king. It does seem like a higher quality production for a WiiWare game than a lot of the stuff I've seen on the store. You know, this does not seem like some kind of rushed product that was put on the digital store just to sell something. This seems like it's actually quite good. I don't know how long the game is, but it's got Moogles. It's got Moogles. Are you threatening him, Mugro? So, the Moogles, I guess, have come to serve the king. Ah, they used to assist our father with their fact-finding prowess. Yeah, that's probably enough for right now. Well, for right now, I mean enough for this current game before we move on to something else. You know, I hope he comes back alive. I mean that, Ursula. I mean that. So, I don't think we can't actually build anything, but we can, like, you know, keep track of what he's doing. He's reached the caverns. Those guys have walked off. And, you know, we can't walk out because there's an invisible wall. And hopefully Phil comes back. Hopefully he comes back and he gets more for us, more elementite, because I can't build anything right now. That's right. So that's probably enough of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, My Life as a King. I can see why people wanted this to get ported to something else. To not, you know, not just go away completely once Wiiware goes down. Now, that wasn't the only Crystal Chronicles game that came out. Not the only spin-off. There is another one. It's My Life as a Dark Lord. Ooh, the opposite. What would this one be about? You know, I don't know what it's about. Because I tried this before, and it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. I guess I'll try it again right now, and we'll see what happens. But, last time, it kind of locked up when it tried to create the save data for the game. Here. Alright, nothing's happening. So I left the game on this screen for like 5 minutes, and nothing happened. It seems like it's happening again. I'm pressing buttons. You hear that? I'm pressing them. Nothing happening. The Wii itself is not locked up. I know because I can press the home button, and that icon appears. Nope, you can't go back to home right now. Wait, please, until the game's done. But the game will never be done, which means, well, we're kind of stuck here. So I guess what I'll have to do is I'll have to turn off the Wii and turn it back on. So give me a sec. All right, it's coming back. So I don't know what that game is. I read it was some kind of tower defense thing. I'd like to try it out. I don't seem to be able to. So I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I should delete it and re-download it and try again. I don't know. But that one, it's not happening. So what else should we try? Well, speaking of WiiWare spin-offs of well-known titles, there's this one, Harvest Moon, My Little Shop. We don't love our little shop, mind you. It's not I love my little shop. It's just my little shop. Nothing bad is going to happen in this one. So this game, I think, has a nice look to it. And it's serious fun. I don't know how serious it is. You're going to have to convince me about how serious this is. So, Harvest Moon, My Little Shop, apparently it was developed by Hand, that's H.A.N.D. Which made a number of smaller titles, portable titles, and the only really interaction I've had with their games is that they were responsible for the DS port of Flower, Sun, and Rain. Of course, they didn't make the game originally, Grasshopper did, but they did port it to the DS and add a bunch of extra content, so that's something. I'm familiar with at least one of their things. Anyway, let's start a new game. We can be boy or girl, whichever one. Which one do we love more? Let's see, we can be Connie. Or, we can be, Sure. Most days do begin that way. Yeah, like I was kind of hoping they would say our name. You kind of, if you have a game that lets you choose the name, you kind of want to give some thought to how is that name going to be shown in the game? Like, how exactly will it be shown in sentences? Alright, that's why they need help. They're going to the old ruins. This is kind of staying on the... Okay, there we go. Button wasn't doing anything. So, they're not going to be home, so we're going to have to go to Grandma and Grandpa's. And while we're there, maybe we might run our little shop? Maybe. Mom has less to say. I think she was just giving us a text message, though. Well, Dad is more into the more formal letters. He still thinks writing, is an art that should be continued. I like to think that the narrator is trying to tell us something. He's just working it in the middle of his sentences, so they don't notice. Anyway, here we are. Point the Wii remote to where I want to go and press the A button. Alright, so here we are. Our character has, sort of like a little Paper Mario-ish look to her. We can't go in any of these stores, it seems. Here's a man. Oh yeah, the town used to be so full of energy. But everyone's moved away or has died. I hate seeing a thriving town be reduced to this. Right, that legend where when it rains at night, no one goes out. No one goes outside, so no one owns a raincoat around here. Anyway, I can also move around with the D-pad, which that seems easier. Hello, sir. I have to point at you to talk. Wow, it's really dire. But it's all been lies, terrible lies. Oh, he doesn't like the responsibility. Is it really as bad as all that? I guess it is. Let's see, can we go out here? We can go off this way. It's like a dead end right here, but it seems like we can look at this thing. I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like those clovers maybe are like windmills and we need to activate them? Possibly. I don't think anything specifically happens if I point at the clovers themselves, though. No. Maybe as we advance in the game, those will start spinning. Alright, I'll point the Wii Remote at the screen since it wants me to do it so much. Well, we can't go in the windmill. We can go down here, but I believe everything is still locked up. But look who it is! It's Grandma, and she apparently is in some distress. Yeah, that'll happen, Grandma. Not when you're a kid, really. That's not what the mayor says. He seems, I don't know, he seems kind of upset about what's about to happen. He was not clear about what's about to happen, though. Maybe you should go talk to him. Still locked. But here's Grandpa. I know, can you believe it? They just went off to explore some ruins, leaving me all alone. Well, at least we get some privacy. Sure, I mean, I can help. That's my name. That's why we were named that. Because we help people. We have to buy some seeds. Let's do that. Well, let's not throw away the money. Ah, 50 G's. Nothing else, though. I wish you could turn off the message that kept constantly telling you to point the Wii Remote at the screen. I got it. I know. I understand. Yep, everything's real green. Oh, I bet Cecil's my rival. I bet I have to run a better shop than Cecil. Yeah, Cecil has to take care of the shop. I have to sabotage Cecil's shop so they go out of business, and then my shop will thrive. That's what I'm told. He didn't say specifically what seeds. Yeah, we'll get along just fine, Rebecca. I guess you only saw like one kind of seed here, because we were not told exactly which we have to buy, so any seeds will do. Okay. We can buy good tomato seed, and that's all we can buy. We cannot buy good turnip or good carrot. So, I guess that makes it easy for us. Fortunately, they do not sell any bad tomato seed. Yeah, I'm done shopping, Cecil, and soon you'll be done too. But that's for later. Well, I mean, I'm not that tired. The only thing I did was buy some seeds. I think I'm doing all right. Thanks. Alright, we can sow the seeds and water the crops. Yep, it's right here. Very small. I only have one kind. And then I can water them. Yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, I would hope we figured that out by now. No, we want to look at the field. Here we go. Sow some seeds. The only kind we have. Throw those seeds in the air. Let them fall to the ground. We have to select these seeds. Water the crops. Pour that water on them. Look at them grow. I did it, Grandpa. I sure did. Farming is easy. I only have to wait one day, and these good tomatoes will be fully grown. But time moves at the same pace in the game as it does in real life, so don't rush now. See, it's actually an entire real-life day. It's great when games do that. So if I was done with everything I could do during the day, I would save and exit. But this is the tutorial, so that means it's my lucky day. And yeah, they're grown. They're just grown. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get the tomatoes. All right, so we grew the tomatoes for the purpose of making juice. Well, I can't do anything with these right now. Let's go over and see Grandma. Yep. We love that tomato juice. All right, juicer in the shop. Mmm, smoother, thick juice. You know, if you have something coming from a tomato that's thick, you'd probably call it sauce instead of juice. Unless by thick, they just mean tomato juice with, like, tomato pulp in it. Alright, so the way it works is we bought this expensive machine that has these bags that you put into the machine. It's like a cold press, and then it presses the bags, and then the juice comes out. And it's, like, really easy to do. Costly, but, you know. Alright, I need to shoot the ingredients for some reason. Be careful of fake ingredients. Grandma and Grandpa plied this with fake ingredients to trick us. I mean, I guess they're kind of bored. So they just make it challenging for themselves. Like, why are some of the tomatoes have armor? Why would they even have that? And I suppose that shape right there that it fades in and out on, that's supposed to be like some kind of vegetable, but you know what it looks like. You know, I'm not gonna say it, you know. Alright, I gotta hold it sideways, and then move it up and down and make this juice. Alright, we didn't really get any instructions on which one we wanted, puree, blend, chunky. The only thing I'm doing right now is I am moving the Wiimote up and down to power this up. Oh, I just have to do it real fast. And I have to keep doing it. I have to just keep doing it. I have to keep doing it. If I want a pureed, you know, I have to do it real fast. Am I not done? Okay, no, there's still some juice in it. I thought we were done. We were not. Alright, there we go. Mmm. Delicious pink tomato juice? Done! We did it! There it is. What do we not get any Grandma? I got points. Not bad. We did okay. Let's see. Okay, who's the next customer? I'm just kind of wondering. You know, that whole shaking the Wiimote bit. You know, games that do that kind of thing on the Wii, they weren't. It never really was very fun. We all remember that phase in gaming. It's not really great here either. Okay, it's like the same thing over again. So obviously there's going to be a lot more to this game, but it's, you know, we're not going to see much of it because we already have gone a little bit with this. And we have seen us planting some crops, watering the crops, putting them in the juicer, making the juice, and we have seen our rival, who we obviously will burn down their shop at the end of this, and then our shop will reign supreme. We won't be seeing that in this video right here, though, because it's time to move on to the next game. Our next game from the RPG section of Wiiware is, you know, I'm gonna say this video takes a drop off in quality right about here. We got Stonekeep, Bones of the Ancestors. So this is a game that's put out by Interplay. It's kind of weird. This came out in 2012, but it's like the follow-up to a PC game from 1995 called Stonekeep. And that seems kind of strange that like this game made a comeback on the Wii. Like what, 17, 18 years later? 17 years later, yeah. I don't. It just seems weird that would have happened at all. And as for if it's what it is, and is it any good? Well, it's a first-person dungeon crawler. Whether or not it is for gamers, we'll see. So this is a quality title screen right off the bat. I'm gonna pick new game. All right, we got Victor, we got Victoria. I'm gonna pick this bone that says continue. We just look like normal people from the modern times.
You have entered Stonekeep, the home of your ancestors. You are now in the dungeons. An evil force has entered the keep and driven out most of the former residents. Only a true descendant of the clans can solve the mystery of Stonekeep and give the restless souls of the dead peace at last. To survive your journey, you must pick an ally to guide your path. Choose a door to pick your ally and begin your quest.
All right. See, it's first person. See how it works. Let's see. Can I look up and down? Well, there's what the Wiimote is doing. Like, it's tracking how I'm moving the Wiimote. Nothing's happening on the game when I do that, though. Oh, okay. That, like, I must be casting spells when I do that with the Wiimote. Let's see. So I can strafe left and right. I can turn left and right. All right, let's see what we got on these doors. We have Bearded Man. He's pumped. He's pumped to talk to us. Here, oh, I guess I cannot open the other doors once I've opened the one. But that one had an elf. Now I'm disappointed that we will not meet this person. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. But we open this one. Let's see what our friend in here wants to say. Okay. I have to hold it properly to have success in battle. A button should be facing upward. Facing towards the player when I'm pointing the Wiimote upward. Can be facing away from the player whenever it's pointing downward. To use my dirk, press the A button and swing the Wii Remote from left to right. So yes, sword play in this game is done by swinging the Wiimote. You know, some games might be able to do that well. Not everything did. I have to strike him 5 times before he strikes me, so let's see. I'm trying to swing. Hold on, let me get some distance. You can see my sword in, like, the lower right-hand corner. So let's see. Swing. Okay, so now I'm starting to swing. So just to let you know, it doesn't feel good. Why am I not... Why is this not working? I was swinging just before. It's not swinging now. Swinging the Wiimote, trying to get the sword to work. Oh, if I pressed the trigger, I could throw a boomerang if I had one. Okay, starting to swing. Why can't I do it consistently? I hit him once. So this feels really bad. It feels really bad. I mean, I guess the movement is not too bad, but this sword play is, I'm gonna say... Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say there's problems. Granted, I haven't mastered it, certainly. I'm not sure why I can't consistently swing this sword. Like, the sword did come out at some point, like there. I have to get the feel of it down. I have to get the timing. You hear it swinging, right? Like that sound? Yeah, I hear it going, but the sword is not doing it on the screen. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is. I have to figure out what the problem is. I have to figure it out. I have to know why is the sword not swinging consistently. There has to be a reason for it. It doesn't seem like... Okay, so now... Okay, now it seemed... Wait, okay, now he got close to me, and now I stopped. Why is that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Maybe I have to not move when I swing the sword, because I was moving around, and maybe if I'm walking, the swing doesn't come out? Let me try that again. Well, not against him, because we defeated him. But maybe that's the issue. Maybe you have to plant your feet. Dwarves are my allies. I'm sorry, dwarfs are my allies. I can press the 2 button on the Wii remote to continue to pause my quest. Alright. Oh, potion. Hold on. Okay, now I'm swinging consistently. Now let me walk forward. Okay, now it's not. I'm walking forward and the sword is not happening. I can hear the sword swing, but it's not actually swinging. So it seems like I have to be standing still for this to work. Alright. So that does clear some things up. Anyway, there's like a button on the floor. It's a save point. I save my game. Alright, so we can get... Is there any fights we can get into? Found the red key. It's good. Oh, here's a skeleton. Come on, skeleton. I want to practice my sword play. There we go. He's dead. The skeletons are... I can throw a skull with the B button! Point the Wii remote upward, draw a clockwise lasso. That sounds terrible. I'll try it. I have nothing to throw. Okay, I picked up a skull now. Really? No disc? My book of spells is empty, so I'm going to press... Hold on. Hold the B button. Move the Wiimote in a clockwise circle above me. There it is. That's how we do it. Turn quickly to look behind or find a close... Move nunchuck left or right. There we go. It's like a... It's less of a quick turn and more like a teleport. Look... Oh, there we go. Hold on. I didn't even notice this fellow. He was sneaking up behind me. So what this kind of makes me think of right now is like a really bad version of Kingsfield. Now, some people, don't like Kingsfield and would say that it's already all really bad, but I like Kingsfield. Hold on, that was a game. Actually, the first Kingsfield, the first Kingsfield that was released in the US, that was actually Kingsfield 2 in Japan. That was a game I had played back when it was new on the PlayStation, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I have fond memories of that one. So when I say it's like a bad Kingsfield, I do think Kingsfield is good. This is smoother, of course. This has a better frame rate. But, just the gameplay. Okay, so you know what I would say about the sword swinging? I would say there is no reason for that to be motion controlled. You should just be able to press a button and swing that sword, because motion does nothing. It does nothing. It does not feel like there's any kind of one-to-one there with me swinging and the sword coming out. It doesn't feel like when I swing the Wiimote that it is an extension of that sword. It should just be a button. Okay, I can block with a shield. I don't have a shield. Is that a shield? Let me get that shield. And so far, this game doesn't actually seem to have a story. Okay, I have a shield. There it is. Doesn't look very impressive, but there it is. So this game doesn't have a story, and so far anyway. So I kind of wonder, is there like any kind of reward in terms of like being an ending or anything if you stick with this? Or are you just like, oh, hello, you're a bit late to help? Is it just the case that dungeon crawling is its own reward? Maybe you don't have to stare at me. Kind of creepy. Maybe it's just that there's no... I don't know. I don't know if there's a story or if there's an ending, but so far it doesn't seem like there is. So maybe it's just the case that if you just want a dungeon crawl, it's there. Don't expect a reward for doing it, because, your reward is that you got to play the game. You got to play Stonekeep, Bones of the Ancestors. And you get why it's called that? You get why it's called Bones of the Ancestors? It's because of the skeletons. It's because of all the skeletons that are around us. Oh, you can kill them. All right. They're probably not my allies anymore, if I had to guess. But what wasn't my ally to begin with was Stonekeep, Bones of the Ancestors. I need a green key to unlock this door. So this is a Wiiware exclusive, because it is not the same game as the original Stonekeep on PC. This is a different game. And it was only released on Wiiware, but unlike the other games we've been trying out, I don't know if anyone is going to miss this one. I mean, I guess that's mean to say. I don't think anyone is going to want to play this ever. I'm kind of curious to see if it leads anywhere. Like, is there actually any kind of story? Probably not, but I'm kind of curious about it. Not curious enough to actually keep playing, though. Though, I mean, I guess it has become playable now that I've gotten a better handle on the sword swinging. But I don't think I'm going to go back to this. I found the blue key. So that's Stonekeep, Bones of the Ancestors. You know what it is. I've said the name a few times. Looks like... Hold on, that dwarf came back. Is he still my ally? Yeah, I guess he is. He's a good friend. He's very tolerant. But I think we're going back. Okay. So... I said with Stonekeep that that's where the video was going to take a dip in quality, but now it's time to go way back up as far as quality goes, because we're going to be looking at a game on the Virtual Console, and you know what that means. It means that I have to change the screen settings. I have to go to that 4:3. Don't want this game to be displayed in the wrong aspect ratio. I'm gonna, let's see, do this? There we go. Now we're in 4x3 mode. And I'm going to disconnect my nunchuck. And I'm going to connect my classic controller. No, that's not what I want. No, let's stay here. Let's stay here. How would I go from the Wii menu to the Wii menu? I don't know, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is that we're going to be playing some of Ys, Book 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx-16. Now, Ys, a long-running series. It's a well-known series. This is a series that I played the first game back on the Sega Master System. And if you know about Ys, you might know that's probably the worst version of the game. I didn't know that at the time. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. But then some years later, I became aware of the TurboGrafx version of the game. And when I saw it, I was kind of blown away saying, is this the same game? This is the same game I played on the Master System? This is like a total remake of the thing with animated cutscenes and CD music, and it's both games in one game? Because Ys 1 and 2 are not long games, so they were packaged together. Now, this is a virtual console game, of course, it's for the TurboGrafx-16. Ys 1 and 2 were released in the US, so this wasn't a Japanese exclusive or anything. But I'm playing it here because, for one reason, it's really good. And two, you can buy Ys 1 and 2 on modern platforms, but the version that you can buy on Steam, for instance, is not this one. It's not the Turbo version. The version you can buy now is... let's see, it's called Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles Plus. Because there have been actually many remakes of this game on different platforms over the years. Chronicles Plus is the one that you can buy on Steam right now. But that's not the same one as this. So we're going to start this. And, of course, one of the things that Ys is well known for is its music. So I'm probably not going to talk too much as the music is playing.
Ys, the ideal utopia. Once a country so peaceful and prosperous. A country where children were as free as the wind. A country where harmony blew through the hearts of all men. Ys, a kingdom ruled by the wisdom and charity of its 6 powerful priests. An empire watched over and blessed by the enchanting aura of its 2 beautiful goddesses. Ys, the seemingly tranquil paradise suddenly pulled from the height of its civilization to the empty abyss of infinite isolation. How could such a land of promise simply vanish from the face of the planet? How could such prosperity be forgotten? The legend has been silenced for over 700 years. And now, the mystery unfolds.
So it kind of goes without saying that the Master System version did not have any of that. It should also be mentioned that the music, there are multiple people credited for the music, but the original soundtrack is known as being of one of the early works of Yuzo Koshiro, who went on, of course, to make many, many great soundtracks. But this is one of his early ones. At least the chiptune versions were, and the original versions of the game. This is a CD remix. And, Wikipedia does credit this game as having one of the very first CD soundtracks for a video game. I don't know how true that is, but it could be. This originally came out in 1990, so there wouldn't have been much at the time. Let's start from the beginning. Where else would we start? We begin as Adol, a wanderer, travels around the world, has arrived at the land of Hysteria. Not all the music is CD, you might notice. There are chiptunes, such as what we're hearing right here. Here we are. Why has Adol come here? Adol just travels. He doesn't really have that much of a reason for why he goes to places that he goes to. He's got that wanderlust. But here's Sarah. She's a fortune teller, so, you know, she expected him. Because she can see the future, is the thing. Let's go. Adol has no reason to think this is weird. Something bad's gonna happen. Sarah wants us to do something about it. Adol's the only one who can do it, but we need proper weapons. Alright, if we buy these things, then Sarah will tell us more about what it is that we need to do. Alright, so let's get going. We're gonna take her advice and buy some stuff. We can talk to people as well. We can go to Zeptic Village and talk to the mayor, see what's going on with him, what's stressing him out. Clifton's Cliff. It's a good name for a cliff. Here's the weapon shop. Alright, it's Rossetti's. So, I have 1,000 gold. And this sword is useful for everyday use, but more importantly, it's cheap. It's very handy around the campsite. So I'm going to buy that. These other ones, it's 2,000. Katana, 5,000. No. Alright, I got that. Here's the armor shop. Let's see, what can Dio sell me? Well, let's see. I can buy no thank you, or I can buy some chain armor for 400. Bought it. What about the shield? Well, 700. I don't have enough for that. I'm going to have to get some money together. Let's see. I'm going to need... There we go. Go to my equipment. Make sure to equip. Doesn't do that automatically. And that can mess you up when you first go into battle and you don't realize that. Let's talk to people. There's a man in a black cape. He's real scary. Something wrong with him. We don't know what it is. Oh yeah, Clifton's Cliff. We knew about that. Oh, the brother was wounded in the mine. Don't go there yet, though. Well, I assume that the brother is no longer in the mine. I assume he's not in danger. Otherwise, it would be a more urgent situation. There's a silver sword somewhere near the town. Here's Bar. What can we do in Bar? Talk to bartender. And a lot of robberies. Catch those thieves, says Orman. Can we lend a hand? Probably. Here's Bearded Man. His name's Garrick. Yeah, I'll join you for a drink. He's heard a rumor about a special tree from Rhoda. They're the prized delicacy in the land. Okay, special trees. One-Eyed Man. I'll listen to your story, One-Eyed Man. He's Donis. He lost a sapphire ring. He worked so long and hard for that ring. He doesn't dare go home. The thieves stole it. Okay, we'll remember your sapphire ring if we find it. We won't because, we won't be playing this for very long, but we would if we were playing the whole thing. We don't need anything from Klaus Hospital. Here's someone off in the corner by her lonesome. It's Lair, the poet. Silver harmonica was stolen. She needs it. What's she gonna do? She can't make poems without her harmonica. She needs music to inspire her. The owner of a trading shop picked up a sapphire ring. He's the kind of guy who would sell his own mother. Well, we know someone who wants a sapphire ring. There we go. Sarah's been talking weird lately, talking about the end of the world and all this mess. Thieves have stolen stuff. Sarah's looking for a swordsman. We know about that, but we have to get money and buy stuff before she'll talk to us. Here's Doc Kloss. You don't look busy. You're just walking around. Let's go into Pim's. All right, Pim's the trader. We can buy a sapphire ring, but 1,000? No, thank you, Pim. I can't do it right now. I have things I need money for, like armor. No, did I buy armor? It's the shield that I need. All right, here we go. Kill enemies. How do we kill them? All right, so what Ys is known for is the battle system, which is this. You just walk into them. And hopefully you don't get damaged when you do that. See, I got damaged. I have to walk into them sword first and try to avoid their sword. It's weird. You look at this and you expect it to play sort of like Zelda 1. In which Zelda 1 you actually, swung a sword. You do not swing a sword in this. You just walk into enemies and bump into them. With later Ys games, you actually did swing your sword, but in these early ones, no. So this version of the game is easier than the Master System, because the way I remember the Master System was that you could die pretty easily bumping into enemies. I leveled up, by the way. So I get more health, become stronger, makes it even easier to kill enemies. But I do seem to remember that enemies could kill you pretty quickly in the Master System version. This does seem easy in comparison, because I'm not even trying to really trying to evade their swords. Like, I remember in the Master System version, I would have to take pains to, walk into them from the sides or from behind. And here, I'm not even really bothering to do that. I have 416 gold. I need 700 to buy that, It was a shield, right? Yeah, I have armor. I need a shield. A ring would help, too. But right now, I'm concerned about a shield, because I need it for Sarah to talk to me. The game makes you do this before. I assume the reason they do this is so you can level up a bit and get used to combat before you go off to the actual difficult areas. Because even though we do have to grind right here, we are getting stronger as we're doing it. We are getting that exp. And I'm not going over the bridge, by the way, because there are some stronger enemies on the other side of that. Oh, did you hear like that sound? Like a dink sound? So enemies, if, you know, they're comparable in strength to you, it is possible to run into them and then you just don't do damage. But as I level up, that will no longer be the case. And as I level up, they will just become incapable of damaging me. Almost leveled up, and almost got 700 as well. Alright, there's my level, and there's my gold. Back to town we go. Let me get that small shield. There we go. Equip that shield. Now we have that. Now we are all equipped out. Now we can go to Sarah, and now she's going to tell us what it is that's on her mind. Alright. Do I know about the Books of East? By the way, do you know about them? No, we don't. An ancient country that existed long ago was called that. This is not East that we're in right now. That's somewhere else. But this, the history of the country was recorded in these 6 books. A whole country vanished, and the 6 books disappeared as well. One of the books is in the shrine. Can Adol recover this book? Yeah, he can. I got the Saris Crystal. I leveled up again. Alright, so we have a quest. We need to go to the temple. We need to get one of the Books of East. Let's go to the Rhoda Tree and have fun! No, there's no time for fun. There's only time for adventuring, which Adol finds fun anyway. Alright, let's head on over to the shrine, do the first dungeon, and see what that's like. So as we cross this, we find these trees, these big trees. These are the Rhoda trees. Apparently the kids like to play under them. We also find dogs, and they are stronger. There's some stronger enemies. And here's another one of the big trees. Nothing we can do with that now. And now we've reached another village. This is Zeptic. The mayor, if you remember, is sad. The mayor of Zeptic is sad. We were told this. We should talk to the mayor. This person has scrolling text for some reason. Everyone else's text appeared immediately. This is important. Statues of goddesses in the pale light. All those goons. just reading something awful all day. We gotta go bump into them with our sword. Anyway, here's the village mayor. We came at just the right time. Everyone wants to ask a favor. Can we keep a secret? Sure. The silver bell was stolen. Someone's silver harmonica was stolen as well. You can count on me. Count on old Adol Kristen. We could go to the thieves' nest. Oh, what's that thing? It would just crush the villagers' spirits if they knew that the bell was stolen. They all love the bell so much. Every day they wonder, where's the bell? We want to hear the bell. We need protection against goons. They're coming in here. My husband was gone. He walks in his sleep. Where is he? Probably in danger. Probably. Hey, Jeva. So Jeva doesn't want to talk to us unless we have Sarah's crystal. Sure am. So in order to get into the shrine, we needed to get the key, and to do that we needed the Sarah's crystal, and to get that we needed to get the sword, the shield, and the armor. You see how it all goes together. You see how this goes. You understand. So this village is at the foot of a mountain. We go up this mountain, we're going to find a temple. We're also going to find a thieves' den. We can see, hear their side of the story. Everyone's saying the thieves are so bad. They're stealing all the things. Maybe we should hear what they have to say. I don't know if these things I'm killing right now are thieves, but this is a temple. Let's pass by the temple for right now. This is just a dead end. Why is this even here? Colin was lost in Darm Tower. Why'd he go there? Here's the thieves' nest. Let's talk to him. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's many people here. That's what everyone says. Look, I'm not saying this. It's all the townspeople who are saying that you're stinking louses. Oh, well, then maybe there's been a misunderstanding. Someone's stealing from them. Silver, you say? Well, someone sure wants to get their hands on all kinds of silver. But now that we've spoken to the thieves' den, let's just go back to the temple, because that is where we're supposed to go right now. Might as well level up while I'm out here. I'm almost there. There it is. It's time for the first boss. All he does is just teleport around, and we have to avoid these flamethrowers. You know, I probably could kill him pretty quickly, but I honestly just want to hear the music. Just go through it one time. They really did go the extra mile with the CD remade audio tracks. So that is probably enough for Ys Books 1 and 2. That's the first temple, the first boss. There is more of the first temple, because this is where the temple really begins. But I think that's enough for our look right now. Again, this is a game that's available on the Virtual Console, at least until it goes down. Not the only way you can get it, because this was released on the TurboGrafx-16, and Ys 1 and 2 were released on a number of platforms. You can currently get it on Steam, though the version on Steam is a different remake. It's not this exact one. It is locked. So that is probably enough of this. Ys Books 1 and 2, I like it a lot. Like I said, the first game was something I played when I was quite young, and, you know, so I have good memories of it. I think it's still fun now, even though the battle system is very archaic, with you just bumping into enemies. I think it is still real good now, and the TurboGrafx remake still holds up really well, especially the music. I died. That's probably a good time to stop. We got a game over, and it's time to say it's game over for our video, as it will soon be game over for the Wii eShop, including Wiiware and the Virtual Console. We looked at 4 games this time around: Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, My Life as a King, which seems really good; Harvest Moon, My Little Shop, which seems pretty good. I'm not going to say that one seemed really good, but it seemed like it's worth playing. Stonekeep, Bones of the Ancestors, that one did give me some Xbox Live indie game vibes. I'm not going to lie. And then finally, Ys Books 1 and 2, the TurboGrafx-16 versions, which are great. That's the 4 games that we've been looking at right now. We're not done yet with the Wii. We'll be back another time for a look at some more titles. We'll see what they are at that time, but this has been the RPG themed episode of this. If I can get My Life as a Dark Lord working, then we'll take a look at that. But I don't know if it is going to work. I don't know if it is. Even if it's not, well, at least we've had what we've seen today with these 4 games on the Wii. I'll see you next time.